Hey, welcome to Hanson Legacy Farm. I'm going to walk outside and take a look at the garden to see what we've got going on this morning. Well, I was over here in this bed about a week ago and talking to you guys about planting my carrots and my radishes, and talk to you about how beautiful the bush beans looked. And my thoughts were this morning to go ahead and just take them out of the bed, but I do see a little bit of leaves on here. So I'm kind of wondering if they'll bounce back in time to produce some green beans before our first frost date, which brings me to this. Should I or shouldn't I take them out? I need to make a choice. But let me show you what the radishes and the carrots look like today. Here are the radishes. They're coming up pretty well. There's a few spots where I don't see any emerging yet, but it's still early, but they're coming up. And then over here, those are my carrots. So to keep the deer from eating my carrots, I'm going to have to construct some sort of cloche that I can put over this bed to keep them out. But yeah, it's kind of a hard decision when you learn a lot from nature. You learn a lot from just the things that happen beyond just the normal pests that come into your garden, like insects and disease, like plant disease and things like that. Then you've got to combat deer. My black-eyed peas survived though. They were sandwiched in between the two beds that had the tomatoes in it. Never experienced that before, so I need to go harvest those today so that I don't lose those. But they're doing pretty well. I've already cooked a batch of them, and I have a batch in the refrigerator. They're small batches. They're quart-sized bags, but you know, I just with it just being the two of us now, we're trying to learn how to scale the garden where it's not too overwhelming, but yet still be able to put some back. You know, you've got your working pantry, and then you got your pantry for emergency purposes. This was looking absolutely gorgeous the other day. The aphids just totally destroyed, decimated this plant. It was probably about a week or so. I don't know if you can still see the aphids on there. They're little bitty. So yeah. And then this one over here on this side. Something has eaten just the tops of it off. This is a brand new bed. We didn't expect it, but look, take a look at the back side of this leaf. Let me see if I can get the sun blocked so possibly you could see. Oh, look at that. You want to know what aphids look like? There you go. We also have mealybugs everywhere. Just crawling all over our plants. So how do you treat mealybugs? You can treat mealybugs with neem oil or spraying them off with water. If you have a house plant, you can take your house plant outside and spray it down with water and knock them off. But this is outdoors. I can knock them off into the dirt, but we also have aphids. Part of it's my fault for not getting out there soon enough to combat the issue of the mealybug and the aphids. And I'm gonna do a lot better. You learn from your mistakes, and that's what gardening helps you learn how to do, is learn by your mistakes. Learn what works, what doesn't work, what do you need to do to combat disease and bug pressure. And when you plant in the fall, for a little while you will have bug pressure, but it seems to be better in the fall than it is in the springtime, because springtime, oh my goodness, it's like terrible bug pressure. The mealybugs thrive in hot, humid weather, and we've had plenty of that, so we just had an outbreak of them. And I didn't realize how severe they were until I went out yesterday, and that poor zucchini plant had just withered and died. It just gave it up. And then now they're on the watermelon, and the watermelon looks terrible too. So possibly can combat that issue by getting out there this evening and spray it down with some neem oil. I've been watering, but I've been trying not to hit the leaves so much because I know that can cause all kinds of problems if you get the leaves wet and the sun goes down, and it can cause mold and all kinds of things on your plant. So you try to combat one thing and you have to work on getting rid of another. Let's go get the cows fed. I'm gonna go grab a bale of hay.
If it rains, there ain't no way I'm gonna be able to get to this.
I found the evidence earlier today, and
Told you.
there's no denying what's been out here eating, and the dogs are throwing a fit in the middle of the night.